Nas took off. Too busy looking at the wrong fair value gap. That would have been the trade. I was looking at this one. It'd be great if my mouse would work. Okay. Too busy looking at this fair value gap here. Oh, it's invalid, but there's one right here. The lowest one is what matters. That would have been... Yeah, I would have tried to enter around here. Set my stop somewhere down here and then targeted. It would have almost hit my TP. Frustrating. Let's see. 30. Yeah. So then 16.2. And what's my zone? I mean, if I had hit, oh, that's so frustrating. 103.9. Yeah, that was the trade. Might try and retest this one. Maybe there is a possibility to get back in. It's still... I want to see if we can get it to come into this fair value gap here. I really want to see, in order for me to consider another trade, I want to see it come and hit this fair value gap here and not mess with this one to try and confirm that uptrend. But I don't know. We'll see if it does. I think it's too late. I think it left us. We missed the bus. Beautiful price action today. Beautiful price action today on NAS. That was definitely the trade. Yep, it would have hit TP. That would have been the trade. That would have been 1.6 right there. That would have been the trade, and I missed it. Let's see, gold. Missed gold as well. Too busy. Like I look at one chart and then it's not giving me anything, so I go back and look at another chart and it's not giving me anything, and then I look back at the first chart and it just has this great move. Maybe I need to stop looking at all of these charts. I mean, maybe gold would probably be the best thing to look at right now, considering we have not hit Asian lows. Like, there is still something here to consider versus NAS hit, what did NAS hit? I want to say it's daily high. Yep, NAS hit daily high. I mean, we've respected this fair value gap. I would like to see it come back, maybe. We even have a demand zone here. I just feel like every time I see this, if I'm using supply and demand, which I have kind of incorporated that here, like this is my demand zone from the most recent high. I just feel like whenever I see this big arch, it just wants to reverse. But we'll see. Yeah, look, here we go. And so now this is not something I'd be fully confident in entering. Whereas like this, with this nice, you know, there were some wicks, but there was nothing that closed in between. So honestly, I probably would have gone a little safe and entered around here, and then just targeted. Oh my god, yeah, missed the trade. NAS was the trade. This was literally the trade. I don't even want to look at gold because gold is not giving me anything. NAS, that was the trade. All right, we are in a short right now. We're targeting previous day high. down to this this green line here. So let's see how this plays out. If it hits my stop loss, it hits, it's fine. It's like a $500 risk, which is what I'm okay with losing. But gotta risk it for the biscuit. So, if I lose this trade, I'm honestly okay with it. I did want to see how it would play out, just because I can. So we'll see if we can get some nice bearish movement. I mean, we did have some nice movement down. I think maybe I got in a little too late, which is fine. I mean, it's whatever. But I'm not gonna like mess with my stop or anything. I'm just gonna let it do its thing and see if we can target those previous day lows. Yep, got stopped out. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I was hoping that, like, since we disrespected some fair value gaps, that we might try and target the previous day high, but I guess that just didn't. Now that it hit my stop, watch it just go right down to previous day high. But overall, this right here, that was the trade. So I'm not super experienced on like trading reversals, so that maybe that's just something I need to do some more research on. But I'm not mad at it. So it is what it is. All right, so here's my little NAS overview. This was what I was explaining earlier, where I would have entered kind of after that, I would have entered after that respected this fair value gap, and then taken it up to these previous day highs here. And then I tried to see if I could catch a reversal to previous day highs. I think my issue with entering that reversal was just timing, because overall, like, that isn't a bad trade, especially with all of that bearish movement. And then I did even anticipate that there would be some kind of reversal, which is why I didn't get into buys. If I were to give myself any notes on my trade that I took, it would be that I just entered too late. I mean, I entered like around here, and gotta take more advantage of the beginning. That was my first trade of the month. It was 426 that I lost, and honestly, it sounds a little crazy, but I'm kind of glad that I had that loss, because I feel like I had been so stressed out about losing, and oh my god, like, what if I lose this much? But I was in complete control over how much I was willing to lose, and it really wasn't that deep. Like, I'm completely fine after that, because I knew what I was getting into. Like, I knew that was what I was gonna lose, and or that's what I consented to lose if it were to hit stop loss, and that's exactly what happened. And that's completely fine. I will have wins. Hopefully we can get a win tomorrow. The thing is, even if it went further down, you know, we have one here that could like, it could have came all the way down here and the trade still would have been valid. If anything, that would have been an even nicer move to take up. So it's just, I need to be a lot more mindful with these fair value gaps. That was my trade. Have any of you experienced, you know, a great setup that you missed? I'd be interested to hear about that. And if you did take a trade today, let me know what you did. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you not take a trade today? Good. It was a good trade in the fact that it just solidified that the losses are not that bad. I feel like, you know, you get really in your head when it comes to losses, and that's something that like I'm trying to work on, just the emotional management, and emotions is a huge part when it comes to day trading. And, losses happen, but wins happen too, as long as, you play your cards right, you follow your rules, and you work with different tools and confluences to help you, confirm price movement and price action and just things like that. Overall, it's like a good loss. I can shake it off and just, be like, all right, I've already lost and it's okay. It's kind of like when you're under all of this pressure to like perform, whether it's, at a piano recital, or, if you're a figure skater, once you fall and you get back up, it's like, well, I've already fallen, so I'm just gonna do my best from here on out. That's kind of how my analogy is. Oh, I messed up I played the wrong note on this instrument and I'm performing, but it's like I already did it, so the anxiety over it is gone. It's time to keep going and finish things strong. So that was my little trade recap for today.